Hi, I'm Coach Amber, and welcome to the Revero Success Story podcast. Today we have with us a special guest, Tia. Welcome, Tia.
Hi.
She will be sharing her success story with the meat based diet. Okay, let's get going. The first question I want to know is what was your life like, your health like prior to starting a meat based diet?
I gotta tell you, Amber, my life was crazy. I was tired, sick, irritated, low energy, brain fog. I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, non alcoholic fatty liver, gout, hypertension, severe adrenal insufficiency from a tumor I had removed, and my whole adrenal gland got removed, obesity, and then sleep apnea. So, pretty bad stuff. And then I used, of course, carbage for stress relief, um, emotional discomfort. I'd hide, lie, sneak about it, anything I could get my hands on. The weird thing about it was that the medical community pretty well instilled the belief in me that, this is the way that my life was going to go, and there's nothing I could really do about it. It really was sad. And these medications, I was on over 20 medications, including insulin pump, uh, via insulin pump titration, and then 50 milligrams of a long acting at night as well that I had to do. But it was basically just holding me off for a slow death. Just insane, just insane. I decided, I had to take control of my own life. I had to take control of my own health. My family was like, "Mom, you got to do something." Um, so we watched some videos from Dr. Silas, the carb addiction doc, and I thought, "What the heck? I'll give him a call. Give him a call. See what he can do for me. There's, can't hurt." Then, of course, he asked me if I could get rid of my love affair with carbohydrates. I'm like, "What you talking about?" Love affair with carbohydrates. But anyway, found out I was actually had a major carb addiction, and that I could turn my life around and reverse my type 2 diabetes of all things, and non-alcoholic fatty liver, just with nutrition. Um, I have a nutritional background a little bit working in a hospital setting, but no one had ever given me that option before. It's a miracle, really. Um, I was on so many medications, just so many. And um, I just, it's just sad that more people don't know that there's a choice out there for them. I
It
wish.
really is sad. I think that is the most frustrating thing that I see, but I am so glad that
Yeah.
you figured it out and you got some really good help and the right information. So when you started a meat-based diet, how did you implement it? Like what were you eating and what's a typical day like for you? And did you have any transitional issues?
Well, luckily I like meat, so it was very easy for me to implement a ketogenic diet. So, like, I might get up in the morning, and I started out with 3 meals a day, okay, because I was 80 pounds heavier, so I was about 250 pounds, I guess you would say. And I needed to know that I could eat. That was a big deal for me. So, like, in the morning, I'd get up, I'd have make myself a 3 or 4 egg omelet with cheese, a little bit of veg, not much, some bacon, and make me some coffee. Um, then I would fill myself, of course. That was another thing. I was scared of fats because I had been told to eat low salt, low fat for so many years, and I had to retrain my brain. So it was really difficult frying those eggs in real butter, but I did it. And the next meal would come around and I'd stuff myself again. Maybe I'd have a leftover pork steak from the night before, or some tuna salad with some hard boiled eggs and some pork rinds. Um, Night would come around and I have myself a juicy steak, fried in butter with a couple or two or three over easy eggs with it. And maybe I'd put some cheese on top of my eggs, drizzle some cheese, or maybe some avocado or some sour cream. But the next thing you knew, I was actually eliminating one of my meals and going down to 2 meals a day because I was full, I just didn't feel like I needed any nutrition till about noon or 1 the next day, so your body just it takes, it's just such a fulfilling, diet to eat this way. And then the next thing you know, I'm eliminating some of my medications and my non-alcoholic fatty liver's gone. I mean, that went first and I couldn't believe it because I was told I was going to probably have that the rest of my life. It was just amazing. And then the next thing you know, my hypertension's gone. I'm off all my blood pressure medicines. I had two different ones, 200 milligrams of metoprolol tartrate and 40 milligrams of lisinopril gone. Didn't even have to take it anymore. Um, and then I didn't need my CPAP anymore to sleep at night because the weight just started to melt off. And I wasn't even doing this to lose weight. It was to get off all these medications and the weight just came with it. It's just amazing. It healed my body. This nutrition healed my body and it's fulfilling. I love it. I want to eat this way the rest of my life. I don't intend to go back.
I love that. I love hearing this. I think it's such an amazing thing to talk to so many people who have had similar results. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Could you tell us when you did switch over? Like you said, you had this love affair with carbs. So when
Yeah.
you did switch to not having those carbs, did you have a transitional issue like constipation, diarrhea, fatigue,
Yeah.
anything like that?
As a matter of fact, I did. I did have some headaches, but then I found out it's because I wasn't eating enough salt. But I had a kind of a fear of salt because it had been, hammered into me that I needed to eat a little salt. So your body needs salt. Believe it or not, it needs salt. So I started salting. Even sometimes I put salt in my coffee or extra salt on my food. Not horribly a lot, just before I didn't salt at all. So I just started salting to taste. Those issues went away. I did have some diarrhea from fat fortifying, and then found out I was probably just, I needed to adjust that. That I was eating probably too much fat. I was really liking it. So I was really using a lot of it, but that went away. That went away in no time. So you're kind of know your body knows how much you need, and but all those things went away. It's just amazing.
Awesome. Okay, so you've hit on some of the benefits that you've noticed, but I want to dig a little bit deeper. What you talked about in the beginning, and obviously that had a huge effect on your life with your family, the
Oh
way
yeah.
you lived, right? Can you go back through that and tell us how things improved and how it affected your life?
Well, it improved because I mean I reversed my type 2 diabetes. I became more energetic. So before, where I didn't want to ever go out and take a walk or go do any extra activities or even go to see it, I didn't even want to go into public really anymore. I didn't want my picture taken. Um, Now I felt like, wow, I think I'm going to take a walk today. So, I started walking, and then the next thing you know, more weight started dropping, and I wasn't busting my ass or anything. I was just, taking a nice walk, 20-minute walk down the road uh, with my dog. And it was kind of like a mind cleansing moment. And your energy comes, your sleep. You find out you're sleeping better. I didn't need the CPAP anymore. Thank goodness. That thing was horrible. No one wants to have one of those attached to them everywhere they go. But I found joy in life. Just everything. I just wanted to go do stuff all the time, go dancing, go out with my friends. Uh, just go to a concert. I never want to do any of that stuff. And now I can't wait for the day that I can play with all my grandkids. I have two, but I can't wait. I have two more kids. I got to have some kids. So I'll be ready to chase them around the yard. But it's food food addiction and carb addiction is real, and people need to know that it's real and that they can be helped, you know? It can be helped. You can
Yes,
turn
and
life around.
yes, a matter of fact, I do know. So
Yeah.
Tia, I am so, so happy to hear how things have changed for you and improved, and that you're living life, a quality life to the fullest. I love, love, love hearing that. And thank you so, so much for coming on the podcast.
You're welcome. I hope that others hear it and get out there and you can do it.
Absolutely. Thanks, Tia.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.